Think of any card. You got one?
I got one.
What's the card?
The King of Hearts.
The King of Hearts. Shh. Not the Queen of Spades?
The
The King of Hearts?
Okay. Cool.
The King of Hearts?
Yes.
Now here's your question.
Okay.
How many Bitcoins does it take to get some goddamn respect in this town?
What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having an awesome day today. Bitcoin hanging around still just below $11,000, but Ethereum leading the markets today, up 5.5%. What is going on with Ethereum? Where is all this demand coming from? Well, if you've been on Uniswap today, you may already know the answer. We're going to get into that, but in today's video, we have a lot to talk about. We need to discuss whether or not Bitcoin is actually looking to break above the $11,000 level. We did have a little bit of resistance yesterday. I want to talk about some crazy bullish news that came out today. We are going to discuss the fact that we have US launching new regulatory framework for all payment services in the US, and guess what? This includes cryptocurrency, but that's not even the big news of the day. We actually have a massive victory for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Today, we have approval for the first cryptocurrency bank in the United States, and we are going to talk about what that means for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, and also I'm going to talk about how you can get $1,200, that's right, $1,200 US, absolutely free, just by having used Uniswap either September 1st or anytime before that ever. We're going to get into that today. If you're excited about that, well, smash up the likes. We have a lot of good news today. Going to make it super quick. I know today's video a little bit late. Had a little bit of a rough morning, guys. Had a lot I had to take care of, but you know I couldn't leave you hanging. So without further ado, if you want to win a Ledger Nano S, you know what to do. Drop a comment, and we're going to hop in and have a look right now at what is going on. Oh, actually, but before we do, guys, big news. If you're over at Femex, they actually just added a bunch of new altcoins. If you actually scroll down here, look at this. So you know you can already either, you can trade them on leverage, long or short. You can do Bitcoin, Chainlink, Ethereum, Tezos, XRP, Litecoin, Gold. Now check this out, guys. We have Polkadot, we have Wi-Fi, Bitcoin Cash, we have Aave, Compound, Algorand, and Cardano. So if you feel like you missed out on some of those, especially that Wi-Fi explosion, maybe you can give your hand at trading it on leverage. Definitely not recommended for beginners. Check that out. If you guys are interested, I do have a link below. If you use it, you can get $140 as a bonus. I also do have a Femex tutorial. If you haven't checked it out, I will drop that above. All right, now let's get to the important part. So, yesterday, as I was making my video, literally, we were hitting the previous support, which acted as resistance, and that's this trend line right here. We spoke about it in yesterday's video. If you watched it, I talked about how Bitcoin kept bouncing on this level, and now we need to get above that, right? So, are we out of the water just yet? Well, having a look right here on futures, you will notice that we are still in an ascending channel. We're actually kind of following a bit of the heart line right now. I don't have it planted, but if you actually draw it right here, you will notice that sometimes we hang out below it. Currently, we are hanging out above it, so we may still bounce around in this channel. However, it does look like we are still headed towards that $11,300 level, provided nothing crazy happens within the next few days. Obviously, when the weekend comes, we know things can get a little bit nuts. Still looking great. We're above major resistance and major support on the macro. And having a look over here, we are still following our legacy trend. So not too much has really changed since yesterday's video, but we have to talk about the fact that the most consecutive days that Bitcoin ended above 10,000 was 61 from December 1st. And guess what? Right now is the second. 52 days and counting. And my goodness, if the bulls are not defending that $10,000 level, well, I don't know what to tell you guys, because they are. But here is some massive news that we need to get into. So we have the Conference of State Bank Supervisors, representing regulators from all U.S. Senates and territories, has launched a new regulatory framework for payments. And guess what? This includes cryptocurrency companies. Regulations in 49 out of the 50 states. If you're guessing which state is not on board yet, well, it's Montana. Why? I'm not too sure. Maybe you're from Montana. Maybe you can tell me. I don't know why Montana's not on board, but they have agreed to a single set of supervisory rules for money service businesses, including cryptocurrency service providers. Now, keep in mind, state regulators supervise about 79% of all of the U.S. banks, right? So under this new regulatory regimen for money services businesses launched by the CSBS, it will help companies to expand across the U.S. and the lower compliance, and it will create a lower cost of compliance for regulators, right? Now, the MSB Network Supervision Initiative, as the new system is called, will apply to 78 of the nation's largest payment and cryptocurrency companies that combined move more than $1 trillion a year in customer funds. And guess what? That's not even the bullish news. We have breaking news. Kraken Exchange has just won an approval to create America's first cryptocurrency bank. Can I get a hell yeah from my subscribers right now? What am I doing, a Stone Cold Steve Austin thing here? It's a little bit of a weird day today, guys. Anyway, I know the video's late, but they now say, world, please meet Kraken Financial. Kraken Financial, meet the world. Wait, what? Kraken is a bank? How did this even happen? And you can see our good old buddy, Caitlin Long. She says, what a win-win. Now, keep in mind, this is taking place in Wyoming for now, but they are looking to spread pretty much throughout the entire U.S., right? So as of right now, Kraken has a U.S. bank charter, a 100% reserves required, audit required with proof of reserves, custody via legal bailment, no rehypothecation type of bank. The vote of Wyoming's bank board just concluded and it was unanimous. So this is a massive victory. It took 27 months for the first Wyoming SPDI to obtain a charter. Congrats to the dozens of people who made it. Now, Kraken does have an official blog post over here where they sort of talk about what we can expect from them. So basically, they say that they will start locally, but then they will operate, not even nationwide, globally. Yes, guys, this is huge. The SPDI charter will aid us in, this is from their blog, so they're writing it, from their perspective. They say it will aid us in expanding Kraken's reach across the United States and will also help the broader Kraken organization to service companies around the world. Kraken Financial, as a bank, is required by Wyoming law to maintain, this is a little bit different from what you might be used to with your bank, 100% reserves of its deposits of fiat currency at all times. If every client were to demand withdrawals of all their money at the same time, guess what? The funds would be available. Unlike pretty much all of the FDIC insured banks that we go to now, which, yes, there is insurance up to $250,000, but let's say everyone at your bank decided they wanted to take their money out today. Well, guess what? They couldn't. In this case, you will be able to. So the big question is, what products will they be offering? Well, they say our offerings will evolve over time, but we plan to provide clients with everything they expect from a seamless banking gateway between digital assets and national currencies. These banking services will be seamlessly integrated into the existing exchange services, providing clients better funding infrastructure, a better experience, and enhanced regulatory clarity. Additionally, because of our position as a bridge between crypto and traditional finance, we will offer the following crypto-focused services in our first year of operations: digital asset custody, demand deposit accounts, wire transfer and funding services, and also they will be including, not right away, but eventually, enhanced digital custody offerings, digital asset staking. They're going to have staking, guys, trust accounts and administrations, and services for their corporate clients include account management services, bank comfort letters, deposit verifications, and proof of fund attestations. Finally, they say they expect to be able to offer additional retail, wealth management, and treasury services, and potentially other classes such as securities, so stay tuned. Now, why everybody really clicked on this video is how can you make, by the way, that's huge news, guys, just to let you know, that is absolutely massive, but I know everybody wants their free money, and it looks like Uniswap says they are thrilled to announce their governance token, UNI, U-N-Y. That's right, UNI token is now live on the Ethereum mainnet. And guess what? Anyone who has ever used Uniswap, as long as it was either on September 1st or before that, so unfortunately, if you've just made your transaction within the past couple of weeks, then you're not eligible. I didn't make the rules, they did. But any transaction you have ever made, basically basically any interaction you've made with the Uniswap protocol from September 1st before, even if it was a failed transaction, if the transaction didn't even go through, you are eligible for 400 tokens, and currently at the price right now of $3.50, that is more than $1,200 per person looking to claim right now. Looks like it went down by a few pennies. So if you haven't done that yet, what are you waiting for? Head on over to Uniswap. Now, when you head over there, you'll basically see this. It'll say claim your Uni tokens. If you don't see that, just right above at the top, there's those 3 dots. Just click on it, and then in the scroll down list, it'll say claim your tokens. Make sure that your wallet is connected, and you can even check if your wallet is eligible by just copying and pasting your wallet. Even if you're not connected, you can just see if you're eligible, and then you can get your tokens. Now, you can see right now, basically, they have 60% of the supply allocated to Uniswap community members, which is massive. Talk about a community initiative. Geez, these guys are doing more for stimulus than the US. You know, if only the stimulus checks, but they're actually worth more than the stimulus checks were. Wow, that's actually crazy. So report your taxes, guys. You know what to do. But yeah, if you haven't claimed that, definitely head over to do that. And did I claim mine? Yes, I did. And so what have I done? Well, I'll tell you. I've sold half, and I'm keeping half. You know why, guys? Because it's free money, and I've seen what's happened in the crypto space before. If you guys remember the XLM airdrops for Stellar Lumens, if you remember the Ontology airdrops, Ontology did a 10x, and every single person that got ONT tokens, except for like the super early investors, but let's be honest, most of them were just free airdrops, that token did a 10x, okay? So is this going to 10x? Well, from a $228 million market cap, not too sure, guys, but it could do a 5x. It's possible. So you know what? I took half, sold it, and I'm keeping half for the long run, because if this thing 5x's or 10x's, you're going to be kicking yourself if you sold all of it. I mean, if you did sell it all, hey, great. But I mean, it's free money, guys. It's totally free, so that's what I did. I sold half. I'm keeping half. You do whatever the heck you want, okay? Moving on, we do have some other big news. Now, I told you guys PowerTrade was going to be a massive powerhouse. Well, they just closed a $4.7 million funding secured by Pantera Capital as their leading investors. Pantera Capital, Dan Moorhead, hello guys. They were the ones behind, Icon. Icon did 102x or something back in the day. So definitely keep your eyes on PowerTrade. And another project that I've been pretty excited about is Linear. They also just recently got listed today. They are over at MXC Exchange. Now, I have heard some people say that, I've heard some people call MXC a scam. Not too sure about that. I've used this exchange before. No issues at all. I've never had a problem withdrawing funds. They've never given me any issues whatsoever. But if you don't want to use MXC, you can also go check out Uniswap, which we all know today is the place to be. Just be careful with those super high gas transactions. And by the way, if you are having difficulty with your transactions, if they get stuck, if you need help, you can go in the Crypto Zombies community. We'll talk about it. But one little thing I can tell you is when you go to send your gas, when you're using MetaMask, go down to advanced and then go up to where it says Gwei. Change Gwei to it's pretty high, but go to 600 right now. I know that's expensive, but it's your honest best bet if you want to make sure that the transaction goes through in time. So I would say today, do about 600 Gwei to 650 Gwei. Not saying you have to do it all the time. You don't have to change the gas limit. I think that's usually around 2100 or something. You can just leave it there. But 600 to 650 Gwei is where you're going to want it at. So thank you so much for coming back to the channel. You guys rock. I know today's video was super late, but I did have some things I wanted to talk about. Thank you again for coming back to the channel. Hope you're having an awesome day. You guys rock. Get subscribed if you haven't. Smash the likes. Check out the link below. And don't forget, guys, if you are trading leverage, be safe out there. It is not recommended for beginners, but they now have Polkadot, Wi-Fi. You've been able to do gold for a while now, but definitely check out Femex, guys. I do have that video tutorial. All the links that I talk about, everything I talk about is always in the descriptions below. Thank you so much for coming back to the channel. My name's K-Dub. This is Crypto Zombie. Until next time, stay crypto. And of course, peace out.